The second Saturday in the month of August. This is our countdown, saying the first, the second. What's going on? We're still in the month of August anyway. Yes, thank you so much for staying tuned. Of course, you're listening to Splash 105.5, and we're excited to be back on Ladies Lounge. I am Ibukunluwa Olagunju, but you can call me Oma Dewa. Oh, I forgot. My name is actually Tolu Adebamo.
Yeah, happy to be, by the way. Happy to be back on the show today.
Okay, I'm Fola Kemi Mighty, and I want to add that it's not bad when we count down because it's past mid-year, and sometimes we need that check, just so you know. And no pressure, actually, but then sometimes just so you know that, we've passed
the month is not static,
middle of the year, and then things are rolling by. You should do whatever you want to do.
Fast. I don't know if it's just me thinking
this
about
month.
It feels fast.
Oh, okay. Well, for me, I'm not sure if it's fast or slow, but this month I'm a bit expectant of some few things. So maybe that's why I'm just very agitated and I'm counting every day too. Yeah.
That feeling. Okay, nice. Sometimes it makes the year drag. Like, can you just get to what I'm expecting, the days that I'm expecting already?
Boom.
Yeah, I love it. And in case you're listening to Ladies Lounge for the first time, here we talk about all things human, not just ladies. And we're live on Facebook, Splash FM 1055. That's a platform that you can use to interact with us as we actually proceed on the show. So let's start by talking about the things that actually.
Anyways.
So bad lobbying Malayan. Kò séyàn nínú ẹ̀. In case you don't understand Yoruba, I'm saying that women actually symbolize
life,
salt,
living, and, everything.
Okay, so let's talk about things that actually caught our attention over the week.
I think for me it's the weather. I don't even
think
the weather
caught your attention.
Honestly,
because every other minute I try to do something, I'm out of my house and it is raining.
Drizzling.
It was a very showery week. It was a very cold one. I don't even think I still sound like myself because the weather really, really dealt with me.
So somebody asked me this over the week. Would I choose this or heat?
The extreme heat.
So which would you pick?
Definitely this one, because you can layer as much.
But some would argue that at least if there's heat, that means there will not be rain and you can still go out, you can wash, you can do whatever.
It is not fun. It can
you wake up. I remember the earlier part of the year when we were getting to 38 degrees, 98 degrees centigrade. I was bathing at the middle of the night like 4 or 5 times. And then if I even want to bath, I can't use the shower. I would have retained
because
my water,
the water in your storage to be hot.
Very hot.
Please. So this weather,
I like the weather, to be honest.
Although this weather is not funny with me because I have kata almost every time, and I'm even scared about my life.
Shout out to AA people. This is the time where you can be laughed at.
Nobody.
I don't even think it's about AARS anymore. This one.
I'm saying these people are the ones usually affected by this weather more because they have this partnership with malaria. Shout out to
I'm not in that.
Joining us on the show today is somebody that's so beautiful. Tumila, how does it feel? Did you want to change your genotype now, or should we just stick with it?
Leave my genotype. Just leave me. Let me take care of myself. I'm just excited.
I have something to say off the air, anyways. But then everybody stick to your genotype. The Lord is with you. And for those who needs to keep warm, please keep warm.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Drink warm food. Drink warm food. Keep warm and stay safe.
Yeah, and stay hydrated regardless of the weather.
The weather,
you should take more water when the weather is hot, but
it's tricky, right? Because once the weather is cold, you tend to urinate more. Yes. So imagine now taking a lot of liquid again. You'll just be, regular customer to the
water to stay healthy.
What?
Even because it's important to stay healthy.
You're not a fan of water?
I don't know.
I like somebody that was once addicted. I was once addicted to water, right? Like I take a lot of water. So imagine somebody that takes a lot of water. The weather is cold. You can count the number of times I have to wake up in the night just to go ease myself.
Do you know what makes it crazy? In fact, one of these days I'll just come and be calling everybody out in the world or in this country that we should have places where people can actually stop and pee. And even
I enter any restaurant or
but that's
public place
that's places
that has a decent restroom.
Those are for places where you would find good toilets. I'm saying that in some places we don't have good toilets. So
I agree.
There's a difference between you find a place to pee. Is the place good enough for you to
I get your argument that there are places that they don't have. But I'm even saying that places that have, I'm trying to bring to the fore how some people find it difficult. They even feel shy to walk up to a restaurant and say, okay, where's your restroom? I won't say, can I use it? Where's your restroom? I'm going there. Last you ask me to buy something and I will buy something. In fact, so as long as I don't mess up your restroom, you should be able to use it.
Thank God you mentioned this. I said I was going to mention this, and thank God you mentioned, because I would have forgotten. So during the course of the week, I was going out with my small guy, and then he needed to pee or something, or due to number 2, he left home very early, and then I just told my brother that God dash you to that restaurant for us, and he went in. Of course, he's teen 14 to 15, so I feel he should be able to, but he's always this shy and doing gentleman thing. So he entered and he was greeting them. It was early morning, so this one looking at him and said, please, I want to use your restaurant. I was just seeing their gestures. I didn't agree with him, and then he came back. I said, okay, what happened? Did you just see her? I got that. I'm going to use it. So I told my brother to follow him and all of that. So while he followed him, I could quickly googled to see the etiquettes of using people's restaurant and all of that, and I was amazed because I would have thought I knew it. It says that it is rude for you to go to people's restroom to use it without buying something. You understand? And I was like, oh really? In my mind, I'd even thought about that. You really don't. I felt it should be part of their CSR, to do.
I feel one should not be offended. That's why I said last I'll buy something. I feel you should not be offended when they say you have to buy something before you use it, because it's a business that they are running. But some would not mind. They'll just see you walk in, because especially if you've been patronizing that place before and they know you. So you go there, you use it. But sometimes if you're trying to use it and they say, oh, you can't use it before buying, of course you should understand the fact that they are running a business. So you buy stuff and you go use it. Simple.
And then I feel like I don't think it's a bad idea if they don't allow everybody to use their bathroom, because number one, they don't exist.
It's a business.
For that purpose. And if they allow every other person to use them, some people can actually mess the toilet up. But I think my own argument is even about travel roads. I mean, roads that lead, that connect
interstate
a city
for
to another
those
city.
ones,
interstate journey.
Stations. Or fuel stations.
So some of these stations,
once I'm traveling,
allow people pee.
I try to avoid drinking water. Because the only option you would have is the bush. Who wants to use the bush as a woman?
The bush is not even good, because we always talk about and talk against open defecation and using this place.
Even the security,
even the security, even the hygiene implication. The implication of using the bush. So I believe that all of these things should be available. Maybe the government can help us build all of these small ones they do. Or there are these mobile bathrooms, mobile toilets that we can
they have it in parks. They have it in parks that you pay.
No, I don't think some parks do.
Some parks that have it, it's not usually maintained well. So much so that you dread actually going there, even though you pay for it.
It happened to me in Lagos. This was
no, Lagos is the worst.
No. So I'm still scared. I'm still scared, to be honest. So I actually went to this filling station, and they just pointed towards a particular spot.
Which
oh my god.
I think Ikeja.
Oh god.
I can't even think about it. Let's just move past it.
But basically,
I also think that
when we're saying that we're trying to clamp down on open defecation, these are the things that that can help.
Even these people who own these spaces, they should also try to put people in charge so that they take care of it. They ensure that when you use it, you clean it.
It can even be some form of business.
Apologies if you're having taking your food or something. We let's move past this so that you will say that but then it's when they say something business,
it's sensitizing.
Business, we have to say this and all of that. So when you are traveling, like Omajo, I would say, I mean, clean yourself up. Clean your system.
Avoid water. The last step I'm going to take before I travel is the step to my restroom.
Yeah, it's very important. Very, very important.
Yeah. All right. So let's get to the conversation for today. We actually have two amazing, or let me say, interesting conversations to have, right? But let's start with this one. Okay. So the ladies were talking before we came live and asking if you have a partner that you are just in a relationship with, even though the relationship is serious, but you guys are not yet sure whether or not you people can see yourselves in the future, but the family is already involved, like they know about the relationship. How would you regard the siblings? Would you call the siblings Boda, auntie, or bro, sis, or would you just say Tomilara? How are you?
Which kind of well, this one?
Well, I think it depends. In this part of the world, they are expected that when you're in a relationship with someone, you should move to the next level. Our mothers believe that, of course, she should be on Yawoni. They'll call Yawo. They had to call girlfriend.
There's no Yoruba for girlfriend.
Exactly.
Orebinrin.
Bele.
So your friend that is female will be called what?
Orebinrin.
Ọ̀rẹ́bìnrin mi.
Ọ̀rẹ́bìnrin mi ọ̀wọ́.
Tí kò ní àtàmọ́.
Please, I don't understand Yoruba. You're taking me too far.
No strings attached.
You're taking me too far.
So for me, in this part of the world, they expect that you guys will move to the next level. So they feel that you have to start practicing how you're going to, regard and
sometimes it's the
them.
exams that you do to pass to the next level.
Which exam?
Especially in the southwestern part of the country.
Show it to me. So you're expected to. So if you cannot actually call them or put some respect on their names, if you can't give titles, you understand, you should be able to put respect in their name in a way that will not be derogatory, in a way
but do you think that there are factors to consider? Imagine you're with somebody whose younger brother you are like 5-10 years older than. But
to marry or to dating?
I don't understand. No be you talk same person where you date, you go marry him.
No word. I don't know say don't pick my word.
Okay, so are we saying that there are criteria to use in determining this?
It depends on each criteria.
I don't understand Yoruba. Can you communicate?
It doesn't concern me.
Okay.
As una never marry me, una no be my uncle and I no be my family yet. Now your name.
So if you're disrespecting me before I marry you, how would you respect me?
That's the thing. Una don't start calling you by your name is not disrespect. I hope you understand that, and I hope you know. If I'm calling you your name, I'm not disrespecting you.
It depends on where you are. In some part of the country, yes, that's okay. But when we're bringing it back to the southwestern part of the country, where it is dominantly Yoruba, and you know that people that you are older than, you have to call them Boda, you have to call them auntie, which will mean that there's a term that they use. For Mighty will help me. They will say aburo oko baba oko eni, aburo oko tojo obìnrin ya oko eni. So indirectly that person has already been translated to being older, like parents of your husband.
Well, I mean, while I understand that we do the respect thing a lot in this part of the world and in this part of the country, I still understand the fact that if we've not moved to the marriage phase yet, I don't think I owe your family that much respect. The only thing I owe you
that much respect.
I'm serious, because I feel like you're already taking it too far. I don't owe you more than mommy and even you go, I'm not even calling you yet. Come on, don't tell you.
Hey, you will not call me because you're calling me baby. It's understandable.
So baby or what? I don't understand. I'm serious.
So only I feel you.
To be honest, only if
God is still baby.
You understand?
So are you at the aburo baby?
Only, to be honest, only if you have older siblings that are maybe, they already have moved past this phase that we're in, they're married or they're just older than you are. I would definitely respect those ones. But you see the younger ones, to be honest, I do not.
The younger ones, when you say younger ones, how young are we talking about?
I don't want
people
to
that
know.
you're older than, or people that are obviously young?
I know someone who's my third brother, your younger, like number 3 in their family. He's probably my age mate. All of them is old now. Even you that you are the senior, the most senior, is old now. So and then I think I will also look at your family. Some families, they don't care for the age difference. Everybody calls everybody by their first name.
See,
if that's the same you run in your family, I will not come and disrupt
the only part
over respect.
The only part that will agree with you is the fact that people have been sensitive to the family that in question, but at the same time you understand that there's some family that they are from the part of the country where they don't care about this auntie, brother, but at the same time they appreciate that part of the culture where you call somebody that is older than you bro or sis. So they are thinking about that being part of the beautiful thing that you're bringing to the table. What I would say in that kind of instance is, observing, and also feeling the pulse of your partner when it comes to what to call the sibling in question. I think that will help. Maybe I even ask sometimes.
But if my partner even says there's no problem, what if the siblings now have problems with it? So what I understand, I need to feel
the person that you're dealing with is your partner.
See, I get it, and I totally agree with that. But I still believe that I don't think I have to be so conscious of what I call you.
Those things matter.
I will speak in English if that's the case.
But you still have to call the person by name.
If he gets nickname, everybody get nickname now. My own to me, please pass the salt. Could you please pass the salt? I'm going to use English for them. But I do not think that I'm going to put myself under any sort of pressure because I want to look acceptable. Because I believe
it's not about looking acceptable.
In some cases, it is to look acceptable.
Yes, some people, yes.
So in this case, I do not have to call you or your siblings because I want you to accept me.
But what's the problem with calling them now?
I don't have issues with calling you or O. I just believe that when I understand I'm coming to your family, you also know that I'm a person. I have my own system. I have my own culture. What if in my own house?
Your personal culture, because it's not our big culture.
There are Yoruba homes where even if the person is 12 years older, you don't use Boda in the house. I mean, I've been in systems like that before, where they will say the oldest person in this room is probably over 30. You are 15. You call the person by their name, and it's not even family. It's university. I was even, I think I don't know. It was university, or maybe before I even entered, and they said nobody here calls anybody auntie because we want to treat everybody the same. We don't want that different system. So if I have my own personal system, if in my family the person that is 13 years older than me, I'm calling them by their name, I'll come to your family and now fake it or what? Because you accept me.
No, I don't know about the cultural stance on this, but my perception about this as somebody from the southwestern part is when you're getting to be with somebody, you are being quote unquote infused into that family. So it's being seen as that person becoming your sibling as well. So the regard that you would have given that person if that person was your sibling is to be given to that person, which is why I was saying that how many years
difference.
How many years difference is there between you guys? Are you older than this person, or is this person older than you? And then what does your partner think about this? Because sometimes calling somebody bro, calling somebody sis, it's not going to remove anything from your body, but at the same time it can make all the change.
I don't know if I can get personal, but for me, my partner does not even see me calling people bro sis and all of that. In fact, he laughs at me when I do it, but I feel very comfortable doing it. I feel that it puts me in that space where I'm respecting you, so please give it back to me. You understand? So for me that works. And then I also feel that he puts as much as I want to be in par or in close friendship with
put that boundary.
That boundary is there.
That's the thing. I mean,
you understand?
That's if it
so that boundary
that way,
is really there for those who I'm even friends with. They give it to me, and hopefully
my partner's brother calls me mama. I don't know whether it's to avoid calling me auntie. I don't know, but he calls me mama.
But at least
why I call him bro? Why? Because I just feel like it's not he's older than me. But I'm saying that it's not even whether or not this person is older than me. For me, it's about seeing the fact that this person is also my sibling. So the regard I would have given my sibling, basically just giving that person. And there's some people, there are even levels to it. Some people will call them bro, they'll call them sis, but the regard that they would have given if that person was their sibling, they will still not give that person. Because they just feel like...
Because, I was coming there, because I would say that sometimes I even use the O and A thing to keep the distance, which is absolutely fine. So it wouldn't be because I feel like you won't accept me if I call you O. It's just because I would rather we don't extend this friendship, this family relationship we're trying to build beyond necessary. So I'll just give you the A, so you stay away and I stay away.
But the point is to become as close as possible, to keep building the relationship.
I hope you know that it is still boundaries. It is not. I'm not saying I don't want to ever see you or I don't want you. I'm saying that it creates the needed space. If it is for example, if my partner's younger sister is older than I am or younger, if I use for her, it means I don't expect her to say she wants to pick my phone and use it for something, or come to my house without telling me, or just pick my stuff. It will be, please, can I? And then the same thing goes with me. Oh, please, can I? So the respect will be there. Now, the other thing would be the other thing you touched on, which is the
boundary
thing. So it comes with the boundary naturally, because if you even in friendships, even when you meet people, the moment you start to call the person by name and you both start to call each other by names, you're already making room for a lot of unnecessary access. and a lot of things you might not be able to control moving on. Now, the thing with actually respecting the person is where my own is. I would rather not call you sis and I offer you respect, even if I'm calling you by your name, than call you sis and disrespect you.
So why can't you serve the two? Call me sis and respect me.
Respect.
Oh God. Okay.
So I just believe that whatever you say you're calling them, just according them the regard, the respect, and also that bond. Like open the door that you want to build on that bond.
This is a very deep conversation. And I remember that my cousin came home and I was meeting her husband for the first time. They are not married for like 6 years, lives in South Africa, and all of that. Of course, I'm way older than the husband, but I still found myself using air for that guy. You understand? Naturally, one would have said, bro,
because in your land is our husband.
No, the girl is, I backed her. When I'm on,
no, I'm saying that
to let you know the age difference. This girl is really young.
I'm saying that the courtesy now, the cousin is female, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying that part of the perception that can be picked from that is the fact that in Yoruba land, despite how young that man might be, is our husband.
Yes,
of course.
And
even my mom,
head of somebody's own.
Yeah,
you understand.
Even my mother will use air for your partner. My mom will use air for your partner.
You see those mothers, so they can do too much sometimes.
And that's totally fine. But I want us to also know that the way we say every other day that we evolve, I think it will be nice to also evolve in our perspectives and even in our expectations. Because I would like to be that person that I wouldn't mind if you call me by my name or not. The most important thing is, according to each other, they needed respect and we're respecting each other's boundaries. So either you call me bro or sis or mama or miss or what to me or to me, I really do not give a
and I think we should also,
I really do not care.
Okay, no, you do not give a care. That kind of okay, so I'm that using our discretion to matter sometimes, because imagine having a partner that has maybe like couple of dozens siblings. Have dozens of siblings. So imagine you calling maybe the immediate 2 or 3 bro and sis, and then thinking, okay, maybe the younger ones, I'll just call the younger ones by their names, because like we said earlier, it's about seeing them as your family members. So I would say that yes, it's good to consider the age difference. How many years is this person older than me? And they're older than me by how many years? But at the same time, beyond looking at the age, sometimes also reading the room. Reading what will seem, because sometimes you say you want to call this person by the name because you feel like calling by the name would be appropriate, and then your conscience is that awkwardness is there, that you questioning yourself is there. So how about you just do what actually feels right, using your discretion in that moment, and also asking your partner, their input in that kind of instance.
I think we'll be asking your partner, but I would say that rather than bother my head with is it person older, am I older, I'm just gonna say who always assumes I'm the youngest in most rooms. So even when I meet a partner's friend,
I was going there. Would you call your partner's friend by their name?
I think we should pick that up when we come back from this break.
I'm really going to have time for that second conversation. Listen,
we'll be back.
We're glad that you're there, and we're confident that you're still staying tuned to you, or you've been actually listening to Splash 105.5. It's still Ladies Lounge, and today we're discussing one of the conversations for today, and it looks like that might just be the only one because it's extending to another branch entirely.
I knew it.
Which is, if we're saying that you may have problem with what to call your partner's siblings, what would that happen to what you would call your partner's friends? And that's what we're about to talk about.
So I was saying that I would rather just assume I'm the youngest in the room. So I call everybody the heir, because number one is nobody will be giving me the because
but the
heir, some people do not read the room, and it is not about the respect, it's about the way they even act. You're meeting a group of people for the first time and you're all over the room. No, really bad. That's even more disrespectful than calling them.
And even if you are dating, because now there are different angles to it. You as a lady might be dating somebody that is younger than you, or somebody that is older than you. So whether they are younger or older, I definitely agree. The first thing is calm down. And don't let your body my man said, oh my god, read the room. Nobody's expecting unnecessary energy from you. Just be yourself.
It's not giving fake.
It's a lot,
The person,
I would definitely subscribe to being yourself.
Honestly.
And sometimes we feel like we might not be doing enough, but sometimes just doing, like bringing yourself the way you feel in that moment, the first time that you're meeting them, I think it's amazing. And then before you go to meet, because when you're going to meet them or when they are coming, your partner would have given you a heads up, like, okay, my guy is calling me, or we're going to my guy's place, so ask the question. Maybe it's the old, because guys have older friends, they have mates friends, they have younger friends, so have that kind of conversation. Which of your kind of friends? Because some guys even feel offended if their mates are coming and you are bending. Why are you bending?
Exactly.
Why are you bending?
So I think that it's some
why you bending?
Even if the person is younger, I believe like after you
no,
the person.
I think it's an insult on your guy.
No,
because it's this woman that is sitting down.
So for me, I do not see it like that. Now it depends on what
you're not. It's not about what you see. It's about your guy now.
Let me tell you what I think about. I think it depends on what this your said guy does or how we also is.
To me,
now let me print.
I wish there's a guy here.
No, but let me give you an example.
It's not about the female perspective.
No, I know. I'm saying, let me give you an instance. If you're visiting somebody who has his own business, who on his own is a boss, and he has people that work with him, you will not be using air for people that are there. Like, you don't have to use air for them.
No,
it can matter
to me.
My argument. If you go to a place and your person is the CEO of that place, you will not be saying,
are you the one that employed them? What do you mean the CEO? It depends on you. There are some certain places, or there are some my partners as members of staff. I think they deserve some level of respect.
No, when I say don't bend,
or people who work with him.
Let's break it down so that
you will not be they bend
so that not be misconstrued. So that not be misconstrued by somebody listening right now.
Yeah.
I'm saying that having a heads up will give you insight as to how to behave. Of
you
course,
should,
we've always talked on this show about no matter the age of that person, always accord people courtesies and respect. But I'm saying that your guy is telling that somebody is coming, and the person happens to be somebody really, really young to him. You're not coming, and the person now comes, and then you bend.
Oh no, uncle,
no.
No.
Of course, you can ask all of that. You don't understand.
Okay, let me get your point again.
We started the show by talking about the part of the country that we're in, southwestern part of the country. Your
Nigeria.
partner is saying that a younger friend is coming. And the person arrives. You can greet the person full of respect, everything. But you now bend as if you're greeting an elderly person. That is why I'm saying that.
It depends on how low.
You see, do you know? See, this is where I
don't stress me.
No, this is where I question the Yoruba and the Nigerian style, because we continue to say that we are a group of people who love to respect other people, but sometimes it seems like
is it younger people that you bend for?
Finish. Sometimes we bend the rules to favor ourselves.
Is it younger people that you bend for?
No, let me tell you what I mean. I don't think it's a bad idea in itself. If I greet you, I want to greet you. But I think on this show I've said it a lot of times that there are places you even enter that you don't bend to greet anybody. Even if you are going to greet the CEO of that company, don't bend to greet anybody.
And the settings
so
command now. That's what we say that these things are subjective.
I understand.
The picture that you just painted, even though we're in the southwestern part of the country, in this same office that we work, we tell the ITs, the core members, once you are in this building, don't bend and greet people.
Exactly.
This is an official setting. So we know that these things are subjective. The environment that you find yourself will determine the kind of courtesies that you give people. Which is what I'm saying. The environment here, you're meeting your guy's younger person and you're bending as his woman.
Okay, don't bend.
This the person as a decent human being. And move on.
Bro, Apa.
Okay, younger person.
Okay. And you're bending.
But you will use air for the person. Are you saying use air but don't bend? No, I'm trying to get your point. Are you saying use air for them? Because I'm team. Uncle, welcome. What will you eat? Kill him like Latije. But are you saying that?
Are you sure?
Wait, are you saying that?
To me, are you sure?
I would do that.
We're having a conversation on this, so you don't tell me to.
No, I'm okay. No. To be honest. I just want to learn. Are you saying that she said all this while standing? Or
yes, no. To me, you understand body gestures and all of these things.
So too much.
That's
respect more.
You are the one that said read the room. Read the room.
I still see. You think I'm joking, but I still don't get it. Are you saying that I can use all of the air
for me?
And not really
so the summary to this is that these things. Sometimes as women we say, "Oh, we're very respectful, we're clinical," but sometimes, especially in this kind of instance, it's not about your view as a woman. is about the view of the man in question. If I'm saying that, I wish there's a man here.
So not bending.
So because in that context, when you're meeting your guy's friends, you're representing him. You're
the king of the.
Do you understand? Like, so treat yourself as such. If you're saying another person is coming, another older friend, of course you're going to greet them, bend, greet when you would. Yeah. You get.
If you are representing,
so carry yourself like you're representing him.
As a wife, to me as a wife, I don't bend for any goddamn person. I go just a cover. No, bend. I'm serious. I'm serious.
That will go my even cost wahala.
That's the thing. That wahala bring it. What's the problem? Hey. No, it's true now. Everybody, every day you keep making new rules. Hey, bend, don't bend. Well, I just agree. I don't go bend anything. Wait, I will go beat me.
Please, I hereby you disclaimer on behalf of
bending.
So to me, it's not like that too. Actually, to me, it's a very respectful person. She's just a fantastic Yoruba lady, and she would bend.
Okay. So let's bring it back home, right? Okay. We're talking about the regard to give your partner's friends. What would you say are the things to actually look out for to determine how to regard this person, how to address this person when you meet them?
So I'm not actually a fan of being too close to partner's friends. Just saying,
why are you touching me, bro?
In fact, I will not even argue. You understand? I will. So I like, you see, as much as I accord respect to a lot of people, I like to have it back also. So I try to put that distance.
If I don't
I might not put brother in your name, but I might use air for you. It depends on the kind of relationship. You understand?
And
imagine
using air as his own benefit. I call my guys friends my brother.
Show my
so I'm their baby.
That's
what I'm saying. They pamper you. They pamper you.
Respect,
so, you know,
I like that.
You are their younger sister. They pamper you. If you're not around, they're saying, "Oh, my baby." These things have their perks too. You know, especially the older friends.
To me, please, this one that money matters. You understand?
So you can do the end now that there's money.
You go bend for money. Do we go bend?
I don't bend for nobody.
But you just thought about it.
Oh, but yeah, of course.
But you know what? No matter how young your partner's people are, I mean, brothers, friends, colleagues, as long as they are men, essentially, all of them, they like respect. You know now, men and respect, they are 5 and 5.5. You understand? Hey. And then it's going to help you a lot of great deals. So for me, it does not, like Yorubas will say that, ka dobale fun arara. Do you understand? So if that's what you call respect, I will. If that's what makes you happy, if that's what
I love it. Yes, I love it. That's the most important thing.
There's nothing I want to
what your partner thinks is best in that instance.
Of course, I will listen to what my partner says, but let me state it here, and I will say go back again. If you want to evolve halfway, it's all you people. Happy evolving half. If you want to evolve completely, please evolve completely. All these young people, some people. I don't talk.
So when you say evolution, what do you mean?
If you're saying that there are some things that we should not pay so much attention to, why do we continue to say that? Okay, this one.
Who said you should not pay attention to respect?
No, respect is not. I don't know that respect is not the bending.
So what's the respect?
No, respect is not. Respect is the way you treat somebody. I hope you know it's not so much about the air you call them.
No, wait. It
is only here.
To me,
I know.
It's subjected to cultures.
That's the thing.
The Western culture does not involve bending and kneeling.
Does not.
Even some part of the Southeast does not involve bending,
of course,
or kneeling down.
Yeah.
Which is why I said that it is still subjected to the culture. So the environment also matters. Southwest. It's part of the respect. You can't remove it.
I think I would just say that I don't think anybody should put a lot of pressure on themselves on how to essentially act around people's partners or friends of partners or siblings of partners and what have you. The most important thing is that don't go don't go with prejudice.
Yeah.
Because sometimes a lot of us women do it. If your partner says to you that this person is younger than I am, really younger than I am, sometimes it shows in the way we even treat that person. So it goes beyond I want to know if the person's older than me, because I am saying that it's not in every case that you would know this person's age, details about this person. Even your partner might not even know these details about this person. So
I don't think you even need that detail. I think you just need
I'm saying some people do. So people will need those details so that they will choose how to treat you and how to not treat you. I think in being yourself is understanding that everybody deserves respect. Now, you now choose how you accord it. Then you choose how you also let your boundaries be clear in the way you address and treat them. I mean, we have people who call people, but they'll call me, but they insult. Especially if that your partner is the one that is maybe sponsoring them. Is zero respect with a lot of air. So at the end of the day, I believe that, honestly, I believe that everybody should just try to accord people respect. Either you know so much about them or you do not know, because you might not have all the time in the world to learn about them before meeting them.
Okay, so talking about learning about them before meeting them, you must have gotten to a level in your relationship before, because see, this thing is tricky, because in some relationships you're going on first date, second date, and they are bringing their friends. That's not what we're talking about, though. So you guys must have gotten to a certain level before they will say, okay, I want you to meet my friends and everything. Yeah. What do you think are the heads up that men that are listening right now should actually pick on, helping their women instead of setting them up for awkwardness in meeting their friends?
Okay, I believe that if you're meeting your partner's people, the things
friends.
You should know.
Friends, yes.
Yeah. It's friends. Yeah, I think it should tell you if there's any one of them that might find it difficult to accept you or welcome you. Maybe there's someone of them that is not warm.
Or any one of them that is flirty.
Yes. Yeah, some are flirty, some are not warm at all. Some people have the worst face card ever. Like their face is always stern by default, so you do not think that it is your problem, or I've done something wrong, or I didn't do something. So let your partner let you know that, okay, this is my friend, though his face will not give, but his intentions are pure. And
also knowing the limits as to the interaction that you have. The fact that you are a very charming person, you talk a lot, chatty person, does not mean that you have to do that there. Because sometimes you might think that
being the first time,
especially, because your guy is saying that this person is my friend, does not mean that he has given you the license to be laughing and having a long conversation.
To be honest, or be reporting your man to them.
Because you want to, no, don't be doing too much. Because some people even do it, hoping to be able to form a bond that can help the relationship with the friend. No,
you don't need the bond, though.
No,
you do not even need the bond.
I also think that you should get from your partner which of the friends is most important to him.
Yeah.
And how he wouldn't.
The limit
how
to the
he would want you to accord courtesy or respect. You understand? Because some people, you might mean well, and your partner himself might even not take it easy, with you. So I think it's important for you to get every information, every detail, and all of that. And you should also probably flip the coin and say that, when you met their own partner, how did you feel? What did you expect? And all of these OTs and scope, it's a great deal.
Quick question. Why can't we all meet on the wedding day, please?
Because it's a connection of families, connection of people. I'm bringing your word into my world. So you have to introduce into my world.
So it's people has to be your
and
people.
And be sure that you actually fit into my world.
To be your friends to a great extent. Yeah. I hope you are not the me and my husband person. No.
I know need castle.
No. She has said it before this show. She is facing a man.
Wait, hey, God. You guys.
Let's go on another break. When we come back, the conversation continues.
Hey! Okay, we're back on Ladies Lounge right here on Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. Hope you have been enjoying our conversation. We're picking up the last segment of the show today. And it feels like,
Okay, so
but before we go on, if you have a life example or you had an experience about this, we always love to read this in the comment section. Please do well to drop your comments.
Oh yes,
we like to read from you. Okay, so before we went on that break, we were talking about the things to know, to hold handy, and I was really skeptical about sharing, and I'm still thinking whether or not I want to share somebody's story that I know. But let's talk about what we say our last line of thought are about this topic.
I believe that while people can say there's a problem with being me and my partner, I think there's really no big deal. It depends on how emotionally mature you are and your partner also is. I believe there are things you can know about the person, even the dullest things that wouldn't even show when you meet somebody, but that would teach you how to react or relate with this person when you meet them. So as a lady, you need those details. I need those details so that it will help me to deal when I meet these said friends.
So for me, I will say that respect is obviously reciprocal, you know, and there should be a boundary in everything. Like the example that I always give when I have the chance, there's a boundary for water. Once it passes that boundary, it becomes flood. There's a boundary for river. Once it passes that boundary, it becomes flood. So for everything, am I sounding like one preacher like that?
You sounded deep.
So it's important for us to know that whatever relationship you are actually with your partner's people, there must be a boundary.
And don't do too much. Don't try to impress. I think the example that I was going to give, what I'm just going to draw from it is whether meeting the siblings, whether meeting the friends, I would say that the person to actually pay attention to is your partner. Because sometimes as women, we try to rationalize things from our own angle, but sometimes they might not make sense. So it's about understanding the view and respecting the view and knowing that the attention and the regard should come from the angle of your partner, because it's the linking point or force between maybe the friends or, the siblings. That's what I would say. The show returns next week Saturday by 5 p.m. We're live on Facebook. We'd like to read from you, Splash FM 1055 live, and also on YouTube at Splash FM 1055. I am Ibukun Lua Olagunje, but you can call me Oma Jiwa.
I am Tumi.
I'm Folakemi Mighty. Have a great weekend.
And that's how we didn't talk about the second one. Hopefully we'll pick it next week Saturday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.